Hello, ladies. Where are you? Hey. I had 2 minutes to spare, so I had time to pour a glass of wine. I'll give a few. It was fun. It was fun. It was way the hell out there. Good thing we had to turn in our miles. And those girls down there don't really wear much makeup, but we'll see. Hey, Danny. Hi. So a couple of disclaimers before I get started. One, I am not a professional makeup artist. I am a mom and a nurse, and I learned all of my stuff from watching videos. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. Second disclaimer is I just swallowed a whole entire Chinese food dinner in a matter of 2 minutes. So I may have to get up to take a poop. Because I swallowed it so fast. Okay, so let's get started. Jordan asked me to kind of share some tidbits just because I'm so makeup obsessed and I love our makeup. Quick story before I start. I was a big makeup lover, still am, but obviously I didn't have a certain brand that I favored one over the other. And I decided, for sure. So I decided, when I started LipSense, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sell that makeup. Like, to me, I was like, I like other makeup. I'm not going to start using eyeshadows and, stuff that is not what I'm comfortable with. But then the more I started selling LipSense, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to be a product of the product, I'm going to start using everything that we offer. So I started with the shadows, fell in love with them so much, because they're blendable, so I'm going to show you how I blend it. And then, of course, the face makeup. First of all, it's amazing just because of the coverage, and I have fine lines, and you can see my unevenness. I'm a freckled face girl with some sun damage. I don't like to call them age spots because that just is too real for me to say that. So it's a little bit of sun-kissed damage. So I'm just going to kind of start from how I get ready, and then if you guys have any questions or anything specific you want me to cover, just let me know, and I will make sure that I answer it and do anything that you need me to do. So obviously skincare, if you guys have not started using our skincare, I know with the high demand stuff going on, buy one thing at a time and start using it. I have noticed a huge difference in my skin, and our skincare and our cosmetics are actually made to go together to create an amazing shield against, all the environment and everything that can cause your skin damage. So definitely highly recommend you using both. So definitely do your skincare, and then I hop right in to start doing my makeup. So I always do my eyes first, only because I tend to go on the darker smoky side. So I like to get a nice clean crisp look, and then if I have, of course, when I use shadows, it would kind of do fallout on my face. But with the cream to powder, obviously shadow sense, I don't have to worry about it as much, but I just kind of like how everything kind of comes together, so it's kind of a habit that I have. So candlelight, absolutely a must. For a primer, always use a primer when you do eyeshadow. It helps it stay on longer, and if you can see the unevenness in my eyelids, this actually will help your eyelids be one color, and it helps your shadows stay on longer, and it helps the colors blend and pop because it's kind of like all one base color. So I always just use my finger. Just like that. And I just go all over my eyes. For those who are just starting eyeshadows, it's a little bit, I know, intimidating to use a different, oh, Carrie, oh my gosh, thank you, love you, made me feel better. I look like a troll right now, but thanks. No, for those of you who use Shadow Sense, who have been able to get your hands on them before the high demand came in, I have all the colors, which is hard because I want to push them, but I can't. But the applicators that come with it, they're not the best as far as blending. You need to show people that you can blend all of the colors and how amazing the blending is, because a smoky eye is really in. People love it, and you want to be able to squirrel. Hey, Crystal, you want to be able to show everyone that you can blend. Even those top makeup artists, you know, you want to show them that they can get that makeup artist look with using our shadow scent. So I put a base coat down of Candlelight, and then I'm going to do a transition shade with my Mocha Java, and that helps kind of everything blend together. And then I'm just using a blending brush. You don't need a lot. You just kind of dab it on the applicator that you've probably seen a lot of Sene Sisters do in their YouTube videos. And then I just go in my crease, and then I just, easy peasy, just blend it out. And you can get nice and messy because I go in and clean it up after I'm done with my eye. So I wonder, Jordan, should I do like one eye with just my fingers? Would that be good maybe to see if it's blendable maybe? Or should I just do what I do? I don't know. I want to make this, does anybody have any requests? I'm just going to keep on doing the Stacy Barber Show. I feel like I need music in the background. Okay, so just blend. So I love our eyeshadows, you guys. Like, if you have not tried it, you have got to. As soon as they come back, it sounds like they're coming back very, very soon. Get your hands on them. Any colors that I recommend for beginners is you need Candlelight, Mocha Java, or Mocha Java Shimmer, and Sandstone Pearl. Boom. Basic eye, basic smoky eye, and then Onyx is another one that I would recommend to make it a little bit more dark. So 3-4 colors tops, and do a video. People want to see you be real. I always tell my team, do videos. Okay, so there's my transition, nice and blended, and then I'm going to go in on, where's my garnet? Sorry, I just got back from a show. And I love the garnet color. Where the garnet is. So I'm just going to go on my lid first until I find my garnet. With the Sandstone Pearl, you can do this with your finger too. You can do this with your finger, or you can do it with a brush. I don't know if any of you who are a little bit more into makeup know about the cut crease that's really in right now. I'm planning on doing a video for that, but you can absolutely do it with our shadows, which is so cool. I can't find my garnet, so we're going to go do something different. I want to deepen up my crease a little bit more, so I may just go full shebang and use Onyx. Do not be scared to use Onyx. Just get to know your products. Here's another blended brush, just a pointed blending brush. Just dab it, and then I'm going to go on the outside. And then just kind of bring it into my crease. Garnet is what I usually do on my crease, and I don't know where it went. I think it might be rolling around in my mom car. The way I drive, it probably flew out of my bag. So to get this technique, it's just kind of, you start with a little bit of product and then work your way up. Okay? And don't be afraid to go back and forth with your brushes, because that's the whole point, is you want to blend. So just blend. Just keep a couple of brushes. You'll need a couple of blending brushes. And just blend your little heart out. And that just gives it the smoky effect. Okay, and then you can use Snow. My nose is so raw, I can't wait because I get to use our green concealer to show you how amazing that works. So for a smoky eye, for a more dramatic effect, I put snow on my brow. And then I just blend it in with my finger. And then I'll do a different look on this eye with the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. This isn't as dramatic of a look. This could be more of an everyday look. So this is Sandstone Pearl, this is Snow. So this is kind of like going out. This is kind of hanging out. Everyday type of thing. And then another trick that I do for my eyeliner, when I do a smoky eye, I do use this tip of the applicator to do the top of my lashes because it's not a real thin line, but you can do a thin line. You can use a thin, little tiny eyeliner brush, and I'll show you, I'll just do one technique on one eye and one on the other. And everyone who's joining in now will be like, what is she doing? Her eyes are so uneven. I know. It's on purpose. So I just take the applicator and I just flip it over, just like you would use the lip sense for a lip liner. Flip it over and just casually just touch it in your lid. Like that. Our shadow sense is a little on the wet side, so I usually let it set for just a second. And then I can smoke it out a little bit better. And then I'll attempt to do a winged look with my little brush. So see how awesome you have got to use our shadow sense, guys. Like, I've seriously been telling everyone, lip sense is like, that's at the bottom of the amazingness, and that shows how amazing our products are. Like, everyone's crazy about lip sense. Our cosmetics and our skincare is amazing. But see how you can get, look how defined you can get with the shadow sense. So do you see how versatile one little tube of shadow sense is? You can get the thick, or you can do the winged liner. And then I take a little pencil brush. When I want it to smoke it out, I just take it and just kind of casually smoke it out, because that's the cool thing about our shadows is they can blend and they don't set right away. And can I also tell you, once that lash lengthener comes in, everyone, you better buy some and buy 10 more, because that shit works. I used to wear, sorry, I cuss a lot. I haven't dropped the F-bomb yet, though, so that's a good thing. So that's the smoky right here, and then this is the wing liner. So two different effects. Brittany, I actually, gosh, I will tell you, the really good, cheaper ones that are amazing are Wet n Wild. You can get those, gosh, I think you can get everything from Amazon. You can buy people from Amazon, probably. Don't do that. But have Wet n Wild at Target, I think at Walgreens. And then Sigma, I really like Sigma brushes. The Real Techniques are probably my absolute favorite, because they're two sisters that were makeup artists that have designed really good brushes that aren't as expensive. And they're probably like my favorite face brushes, and I'll get into that in just a second just to show you. But Sigma, Morphe, Wet n Wild, and oh my god, and Elf. Elf has amazing brushes. So it's really how you feel comfortable, and make sure that you clean your brushes too. My eyeliner brush, Danny, the thin one that I used, that I just did with the my wing liner, that was an Elf one. $2. Okay. Yeah, it's an Elf one. Elf has amazing, so they have the white ones, just so you guys know. Those are the $1 ones. And then when you want to get the really nice ones for $1 more or $2 more, the black ones, those are considered like the, I don't know, like the premier ones. these are amazing. A lot of their brushes, a lot of their e.l.f. brushes are awesome. So it's really all about technique. I really don't have really any brushes that I don't like, but I have a crap ton of them. So, okay, so there's my eyes. So I'm going to show you, where's my damn garnet? The one brush that I absolutely would totally make out with is my eyebrow brush. It is from the Brow Gal. Oh, it is amazing, you guys. And I use our SeneGence for my eyebrows. I usually use garnet, but since I left that somewhere else that's not here, it's amazing. So all you do is you take, like I have dark hair, obviously. Take your any brow brush, but if you don't have one yet and you want a really good one, get the Brow Gal. e.l.f. has one too, but you just want to groom your eyebrows, and this makes a world of difference for the definition of your face, especially in pictures, because I don't know if you've noticed, sometimes you're like, God, I look really washed out. When I started doing my eyebrows, it makes a huge difference. So I'll do one so you can see the difference. So what I do is I always take my SeneGence and dab my eyebrow brush in it, and I always outline where I want my brows to go. Like I said, SeneGence, gosh, you can use it for so many different things. It's legit, ladies, legit. So you want your brows to be the darkest, more dense from like your arch this way. I love me some dark brows. Like a caterpillar came over and just passed out on my forehead. That is how I like them. But do you see how more, I don't know, it's like a clean, filled in, like I was an overplucker back in the day when I thought it looked great. But do you see how finished it makes your face look? Totally different. It makes you look more awake, and actually I hate only, I have to do the other brow, you guys. I can't handle it. Excuse me. Just a second. So definitely Mocha Java is a great color for a lot of different gals with from dark black hair to blonde hair. It's all in how you put it in your eyebrows. So that's definitely something that you could recommend the gals when this starts coming back in stock. And garnet. Garnet is my favorite. It's very, very warm. And don't forget, you can mix your SeneGences. Mocha Java and Onyx, sometimes I mix together to make my brows a little bit darker. So, okay. Now I feel complete. Okay, I can move on. A little trick, our Icicle Lip Sense. I know our SeneGence is smudge proof and water resistant, but I usually take the Icicle Lip Sense and I put it, just dab it with my finger, and I just put it on my eyebrows. That makes my eyebrows look a little bit more groomed, and it makes it more waterproof, just so you know. So if you have Icicle and you want to promote it for different reasons, there's another reason to use it. Okay, let's get to the face stuff. I have been blowing my nose for, I feel like, a year. Sinus infection from hell. So I'm nice and red. Our concealers, I do know that the green and, is it the green and the white is in stock still? Yes. The natural went back out again, but it'll come back. You guys need to order all of them. Order 5 or 10 of each one. Do not be scared. You need to use our stuff and show everyone how amazing it works, and then they're gonna buy it, fall in love with the products, and everybody will fall in love with them too, just right along with you. So the green I'm going to use for my lovely red freaking nose. This is the Real Techniques brush. I think it's a concealer brush. I just take a little dab. So I always do my correcting before I put my foundation on, okay? And It helps with the coverage, and the way I put my foundation on, it doesn't wipe it away. So you guys will be able to see it. Okay, so and just another side note, when your nose is nice and raw, do you know how it really hurts if you like put anything on it, like lotion, anything besides petroleum jelly, which is nasty, it smells awful. This does not hurt. Like, I just want to dip my nose in this entire tube. It does not burn. It feels amazing. It feels like I'm putting aloe vera on a sunburn. So any redness that you have on your skin, dab this stuff on there. Like I said, my nose is so red. And I let it sit for just like about a minute or so, because it's wet. Like I said, a lot of our products have the skincare line in it, which is amazing. But it does make them a little bit, on the wet side, to where you want to give it time to set. And then my skin decided to be a 12-year-old girl right here. Gonna cover that bad boy up. Do not want him to come out and play. And a lot of people ask me, do you do this on a day-to-day basis? Like, is this how you do your makeup? And sometimes people ask me that, and they kind of make me feel bad. And it's like, yeah, I do, because I love putting makeup on. It's what I enjoy. I had postpartum with both my kids, and there were days where I did not like to get out of bed and to get ready. And when I started playing with makeup was right around when my son was born, and it helped me. It helped my postpartum. It was something for me to look forward to. So for those of you, I look crazy. I'm trying to have a serious talk when my nose is green. But there's so much more to it than just makeup. Like, it really helps women feel good because you're taking care of yourself. Like, do your hair, do your makeup, make yourself get up. Postpartum, that is what helped me have a purpose. Besides, being a breastfeeder and a maid. I mean, you need to look for something that you like doing, and this helped me so much more than the Zoloft that they prescribed me. So that was just a little side note. So make a little vanity section. I'll show you guys where I'm getting ready when I'm done, so you can see what I did, because I look forward to sitting here every day doing my makeup. It's my own little place. Okay, so my green is nice and set. And then for those of you who have snow eyeshadow, so we have the white concealer, but you can also use the snow shadow scents to cover up spots. So the natural concealer that is coming out, I know a lot of people use Candlelight for the under eye circles, because this stuff is amazing for blue and like discoloration under eye circles. I have fine lines, and this, unfortunately, this is a miracle worker, but sometimes it sets in my fine lines. That natural concealer is the same exact color as our Candlelight shadow scents, but it has more moisturizing stuff in it, if that makes sense. I forgot what they do to it, but so the same effect, but it sets on top of your skin like a concealer is supposed to do. So if you have any customers who use this and they're like, gosh, I love what it does, it's just for some reason settles a little bit more. Well, because it's really not supposed to go right here technically, if you have a lot of fine lines. So tell them, you know what, we have that concealer, natural, it's coming out, and then put them on a waiting list and send them an invoice as soon as it comes, because the color of Candlelight is amazing, and I can't wait to get my hands on the natural concealer. So okay, so Tangent done. Snow shadow scents can do the same thing as the white concealer. So I just put it on, I have freckles. I'm not ashamed of my freckles. However, sometimes I do like the airbrush look. So I do cover up some of my darker freckles. And then this helps brighten up your eyes. Now, for the women who have bags under your eyes, don't put this right underneath your eye. Put it below the bags, because actually what it does, this highlights and brings out this part of your face, so your bags don't look as severe. So just a little tidbit. Okay, so white, green, I'm a mess right now. Foundation, actually no, take that back. Sorry guys. Pore and Wrinkle Minimizer, get it. This is what I use for my primer. It is available and it sells. When you advertise it, you have to tell people that you're using it and show them how it works. People love live videos. I know you probably hear Jordan and all your sponsors say it. They seriously love live videos and they love before and afters, and people don't want you to look like a supermodel without it on. They want to see what this product does. Who cares if you think, I mean, look at me right now. I seriously do this live on my personal page. So this is what people want to see. They want to see what the products can do. I'm not a supermodel. I have age spots and wrinkles, but I can look pretty put together with all of this stuff, I'm telling you. Okay, so Make Sense Pore, the minimizer. I put just one pump. And for those of you who don't know, this is a air pump. So all the product goes up to the very top, and not even kidding, you get every single amount of product out of our containers. Okay, so ideally you would do the primer before you put your face mask on, because this seriously helps your skin just feel more moisturized, and the foundation just clings to it. It's awesome. Okay, so for my foundation, I use the color Dewy. You know, you can't, I'm kind of hard to tell. I don't believe you can just buy one color and match it perfectly with your face. I am a firm believer in buying two colors, one darker, one lighter, and then you mix it however you want to do it. So that's my personal preference. Right now, I'm a little bit of Dewy and a little bit of tan. So, you know, and then those samples, those testers, I actually bought the full-size foundations for testers. It's worth your money, you guys, and people want you to put it on their face, and they're going to buy it when you put it on your face. So I buy the full size for testers, just so they can see how it works and all that good stuff. So, okay, so for my skin, I do one pump of... I know our foundations. I'm so excited. I actually don't need any more Dewy, but I have this, like, I have to buy it when it's in stock just in case. So if anybody needs Dewy, I have like 6 of them coming. So on any palette, I actually just use a mirror. You don't want to put on your hand because your hand actually absorbs a lot of the color. You don't want to waste product. So I'm more of like a 1 pump of a tan, and then I'm a 1 pump of a Dewy. You can put our pearlizer in there if you want. And, oh, another tidbit before I do that. I'm a full coverage type of chick. I love full coverage, and I just like the done look. So our natural powder that's in stock right now, everybody, buy it. You can unscrew it, and I actually, to make my foundation a little bit more full coverage, I just shake a little bit of my powder in my foundation, and then I do a little mixing. How cool is that? So I just take the end of any brush and I just mix it. And that will create even more full coverage on your face if you guys want a lot of full coverage. Like I said, I'm a full coverage person. We have our tinted moisturizers that are amazing. I'm just more of a makeup chick. So after you're done mixing it, just take the end of your brush, because you don't need to be wasting any of that. And then I just take my finger and just apply it all over. So for those of you who are just joining, I do know that one eye is darker than the other. And I'll post this as soon as I'm done. And I appreciate all of you guys coming and watching. And if there's anything specific you want to watch or you want to see me do or attempt to do, let me know. So I just mixed 2 colors of foundations with our natural powder. This is what you need to do, everybody, to get that airbrush look. This is not a beauty blender, but it is a blending sponge. I use them all the time. I do not use anything else to put my foundation on. I swear by it. They are amazing. Do not put the foundation on with your fingers. You can, but if you want to get this stuff to look as amazing as it's supposed to look, use either a blending like a kabuki brush, or I swear by these. So you put it in water underneath a faucet. That's how I wash it out every day. And then I wring it out really, get as much water as I can. I just have a bowl of water to use for you guys so I don't have to get up. That'd be rude if I got up. So all over your face, and then you literally just blend. I do not put foundation underneath my eye, and I'll tell you that in just a second why. But do you see the coverage, you guys? Ah! Don't forget your ear. So you do this, and there's no brush strokes. It seriously is like airbrush. Like, a lot of people ask me, this is actually Real Techniques brand too. It's a beauty blend. It's not there's an actual brand called Beauty Blender, so I'm trying not to use the word beauty blender, but they're all the same. Just a makeup sponge. Get the one that has the slanted side, because that's what I'm going to show you guys how I highlight and contour. Yes, Amy, it's damp. It's actually more on the wet side, because our foundations are awesome, but when I put in some of that powder, it tends to dry the foundation just a little bit faster. But I put that powder in there to make it more full coverage. So I make my sponge a little bit wet, more wet. A lot of girls who are like, gosh, I can't get my foundation to look right, even though they use it, 9 times out of 10, they're not getting it wet. You have to have this wet. And I know it seems so weird, but do you guys see do you see the coverage? Making sure I don't have any boogies in my nose. So just get right up in there in the hairline. And there you go. I mean, that is exactly, that's all you need. Just like a pump and a half, and then you put the powder in it to make it more full coverage. As far as highlighting goes, I use a lighter foundation to put underneath my eye. I use porcelain. You want your shades 1 to 2 shades lighter, because the point of this is to bring out and make your face look more youthful. And I seriously just apply it with my finger right here. You kind of want to go in a V. Just like that. It really doesn't matter how you do it, because you're going to blend it anyway. But this, you want to highlight the parts of your face that you want to like reflect light, if that makes sense. So I put a little bit here on my jowls. And then you just go back in with that same damp beauty blender and just blend it out. And it's so easy, and it just makes your face look so awake. And how cool is it that you guys all have access to all of these products? Like, you could all do this. There's no reason why you cannot do this, unless you don't want to. I can't make you if you don't want to. But these are products that you can seriously just order and use at your fingertips. Okay, so for when you do the lighter foundation or concealer, whichever you use, you want to lock it in with powder. And of course, we're going to go back to the natural face powder. Hey Jamie, thank you. Jordan, I know this is going to make your skin crawl, but I have to be honest. The brushes that come with our powders are not my favorite. So I do unscrew it and I put a little bit of powder, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, just like that. And then I take my Real Techniques. This is just I think a buffing brush, and just dab it in a little bit of the powder, and you just go right over where you put that concealer. And that is locking it in, and that stuff, you do. Good. I know, I have a feeling they're going to come up with better brushes. I mean, they're not bad. I have access to better ones. Okay. So, hey Hannah Banana! Okay, so you just go over where you put that lighter foundation or concealer with our amazing powder. And it's amazing. Airbrush look. Oh my gosh, love it. Okay. I feel like I'm taking so long. So sorry, guys. But this is an art form, I tell ya. I gotta show you how to do it. Hi! So there's 2 ways, actually 3 ways you can contour, and I'll kind of show all of you because there's no excuses. We always have one of these in stock for you guys to buy. The first way to contour and bring out this part of your face, I don't even know the terms for it, but you want your cheekbones to stand out, your forehead, your nose. This is our Blush Sense and Bronze. So what I'll do is I'll put this on my forehead so you guys can see it. This is the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, or buffing brush. I use this, you'll see, I use it a lot for the rest of this. So I just put a little bit of it, a dab, tiny, tiny bit, and this is what I'm gonna use to contour and darken my forehead. So you just go on, just kind of where this, you want your face to look, you don't want to look like you're dying. And a lot of people are like, I don't like wearing foundation because it makes me look sick. Well, it's because the whole point of foundation is really to cover up your blemishes that you don't like, any imperfections that you don't like, but then you got to bring life back. And that's the whole point of highlighting and contouring. So that is our bronzing blush sense. And then I will use Mocha Java for one of my sides of my face. Mocha Java, amazing. Right underneath your cheekbone. You only need like 2 or 3 dots. Same beauty brush, blending brush. And you just go back and forth to blend it right underneath your cheekbone. See that? Isn't that a beautiful thing? Like that. And then you want to put a little bit underneath. I actually, very rarely do I dot it. I just take the excess off of my brush and just go right there on my chin. And then I'll do the side of my nose. So you want to contour right here on your nose to make your nose look thinner. Not really thinner, you just want it more prominent. So I put just 2 or 3 dots right here on the side. And same beauty blender, brush, buffing brush, just go back and forth. And there you go. See, it kind of makes it look more prominent, which is awesome. And then on this side of my face, I will use our Bronze Dust, which is to die for, which is everything else as we have. So I'm unscrewing the lid. And then I don't even shake any of this stuff out because you really don't need a lot of this stuff. Just take your beauty blender and do the same thing with the bronzing dust. When you're wearing a tank top, you guys, you can do it like right here on your collarbone. Oh yeah. It makes you look skinnier. I may put some on my butt cheeks later. Okay. And then the only thing with our bronzing powder is it's loose, so you got to be careful when you do it on the side of your nose. So just use like a really like a smaller brush, any type of brush, and just you want to draw a line with it because you want it prominent. You want to make it stick right where you put it. Right there. And you can go in with any type of different brush if you want it more defined. It just wakens your face just looks. Do you have to follow up with the powder? On what, Hannah Banana? Like, I'm gonna take a drink of my wine real quick. Sorry. Like when I highlight, blush scents. I love all of our blush scents, you guys. Every single color. My favorite colors that I like to use, because I'm a little bit darker complected no. I have olive undertone, but darker hair. I need to use a little bit darker blush. Yes, always follow up when you put any type of cream underneath your eye, unless you're using the candlelight. If you're using candlelight underneath your eyes, it's our cream to powder. You do not need to set it. There's no reason to, but I can't use the candlelight. It kind of sets in with my lines for some reason. So I use lighter type. I use porcelain Makes Sense, and then I do set it with powder, and then that keeps it from creasing. It's amazing. 13 hours in the hospital as a nurse, and legit, my my makeup is still on. I always joke, if I wasn't too tired, I would go to the club, but I'd rather go home and go to bed. Okay, so all of our, like I said, our blush scents colors are amazing. Toasted Rose is my favorite, and so is the Chocolate Cherry. Actually, no, I'm going to do Chocolate Cherry because it's in stock. You can buy it right now. And it's pretty color. Now, sometimes I have the SeneGence display thing that I put all my supplies in. If I don't use the color for a little bit, it settles. It's still okay. You just shake it, or you just kind of squeeze it back and forth. It blends. Not a problem. Just like our lip scents, it gets kind of, you know, everything settles. So I just put a dab of it on my... Yeah, that's a good idea. A lot, yes. Definitely mix your candlelight with the white concealer. That will help with the sticking in the fine lines. So this is Chocolate Cherry. I really feel like this blush color can be used on everyone. I'm not even kidding. It's such a pretty color. And you just stay on the apples of your cheeks and just kind of go right to where that contour is. Just kind of blend. Like that. And then for the highlighter, I'll do two different ways too. You can use Sandstone Pearl Shimmer Shadow Sense if you want. Just put it kind of right here on your face right here and just blend it with your finger. Totally gonna get a manicure tomorrow. I have man hands. Actually, I have the SeneGence nail scent that I'm gonna start using tonight. And then our pearlizer, I think it's in stock, right, Jordan? One of them is. I think the Make Sense one is in stock. Buy it. You can use this for everything. So this is the Sandstone Pearl Shadow Sense, and this is the Make Sense Pearlizer. You gotta get that dewy look, especially for the summer, ladies. It is so pretty. Let me get up in there so you can see. And then put a little bit on your nose. That makes you just have that dewy look. And then you can put the pearlizer on your lid to give a little bit of shimmer. And then, did you guys know that you can use lip sense as a blush? Has anybody tried that yet? I can show you real quick if you want. I'll show you how I do the blush, the lip sense as a blush, because there's no reason why people need to be using other blushes when we can compromise and we can make our own blushes out of either SeneGence if you have it in stock, or let's see, what color am I going to use? We'll do, holy mother, we'll do Kathy's Kisses as a blush real quick, and then I should be done unless there's anything that you guys want to see. I'll do my eyes so you can see the lash scents and under scents that I use. So for a blush, a little bit of lip scents. I take lip scents. This is Kathy's Kisses. This is not my first pick of what I would put on my cheeks, but I just wanted to show you. So you just take a little bit of lip scents, like that. And you can either use moisturizer or the pearlizer. And you do a pump of the pearlizer right on top of that lip scents. And then you mix it. And I'm actually going to mix it with my finger. Where's my brush at? There we go. But you can make blush out of lip scents. And you know we got pinks. We got tons of pinks and reds. Okay. So the only other thing that I do is, and the only other thing that SeneGence needs to come out with is a setting spray. They don't have it, so I usually just set my foundation. The one that I use is Urban Decay All Nighter. It kind of just has everything melt together. Yes, Sassy Z is amazing. I have all my stuff still behind this curtain from my party. The only other thing I love to do is mascara. I used to use falsies all the time, you guys. I was a big falsie wearer, and I don't wear them anymore because the lash lengthener that we have is the bomb. Thebomb.com. I don't care if that's an old saying, but it's amazing. So just take your eye lash curler. If you don't have one, go get one tomorrow. They're like $2 at Walgreens or Walmart. Because you need to curl those lashes so people can see how amazing and long and lush they are. What's the point of putting mascara on lashes if you're not showing them off? So just curl it, but do it before you put your mascara on, you guys. If you don't, it pulls your lashes out, and that's not a good thing. Okay. So one more thing, and then I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for staying on this long. Holy moly. Lash scents and under scents. I love it. Can you see how long my lashes are? I used to have stubs, you guys, from wearing too many false lashes, and I would pull on my lashes because I would have glue on them. So this, and where I could tell a difference with the lash lengthener was right here. You know how the falsies, I think that's what makes your eyes look so good, is that it fills it in. Our lash lengthener, like, I cannot wait for it to come back because I am going to buy a crap ton of it. So under scents, 1 coat, and then you do 1 coat or 2 coats of your lash scents. I feel like I need to put Fly Girl on my mouth. This is a Fly Girl type of look. Does anyone want to come over here and hang out with me since I'm all ready to go? And sometimes I will take SeneGence and put it underneath my eye too, which is the pencil brush, just to smudge it out. Depends on how dramatic you want to go. And SeneGence can be put on your waterline. I'll show you. That will be my last thing, I promise. Okay, so my lashes, I don't know if you can see. Can you see when I open my eyes? Oh yeah, look how long they are. Okay, what was I gonna do? What was the last thing I said I was just gonna do? Eyelashes. Anything else? Does anybody else have anything that they'd like to see before we close down for the night and I wash my face off again? Unless somebody wants to come take me out. Yes, thanks, Brittany. Ironically, I was just diagnosed with ADHD about 4 months ago, and I guess I do need to take my Adderall. Okay, so I love SeneGence on your waterline. This is what makes your eye look a lot more dramatic. So you can either use the applicator, which I don't recommend because you're kind of taking it and putting it back in there. It's kind of gross. I use either a pencil brush right here. Just touch it to your applicator and just kind of pull your eye out. Don't pull your eye out, pull your eyelashes out. And you can put it on really light to just darken it up a little bit. Or see how it just darkens it up a little bit? I like to make it pretty dark because I just like the dramatic look. So I use a thicker brush. This is actually an e.l.f. brush. This is the dollar e.l.f. brush, and it's lasted a long time. So no shame in cheaper brushes, guys. It's all in how you take care of them and how you use them. So I just want a little bit more onyx on there, and then I'll show you how dark you can get it on your waterline. And it seriously stays on your waterline. A lot of the pencils don't stay on. And this is what makes your eyes look, see how, like a kind of, you're ready to go out. It's a more dramatic, dark look. And when you curl your eyelashes on top, this waterline shows too. So to make it look more smoky, you just put it on the top one. And there you go. All done. All done up and nowhere to go, you guys. But if you have any questions about what I use, or, you know, I mean, I feel like I'm coming up with a different technique all the time because it's so much fun. I encourage you guys all to try everything that we have. Watch, you know, Katie Enos and, gosh, watch everyone. There's so many distributors have great ideas. And like I said, just because you've never used makeup before does not mean you cannot do it. You can absolutely do it. My hubby's out of town. Damn it. Which is totally fine. I'm actually going to pull up some Desperate Housewives or Real Housewives of Orange County and catch up on that. That's real education. But I want to show you guys where I do my videos real quick, just so you can see. So this is actually the bar that, is it PDQ Lips? I have a horrible memory. Where I get all my stuff from. They print everything off. They offer a banner like holder thingy-majigger. And I actually use that for it's just material that I bought. And then I clip it. Can you see it? I clip it to the top, and then I clip it to the side. And then my vanity, it's a mirror that I painted, and then I got these amazing LED lights on Amazon. Amazon and me, I have a thing with Amazon. And they stick, and you just stick it to the mirror. So, not expensive. You do not have to buy it. Like, some of those vanities are like $800. It's ridiculous. Get a desk. This was an old desk, and I painted it with chalk paint. Make it your spot. This is your, like, fun place to go and make yourself feel pretty. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'm going to clean up, drink my wine, and if you have questions, absolutely private message me, post here, and then I will post this video right now. All right, have a great night. Thank you. Thanks, Jordan, for asking me to do this. Mwah.